Hi everyone and welcome to the stock market week ahead for the 11th of September to the 15th of September. Already getting towards halfway through the month, that's absolutely crazy. I'm actually getting this video on a Saturday instead of a Sunday as well, which is really good. Normally it's quite late on Sunday when I upload it, so to get it up on a Saturday, that's a bonus. Hopefully that means it'll get a few more views. We'll go through last week, what happened last week. Bit of a bad week overall. And then we'll also go through some stocks and some news to look out for next week, which should be a busy week next week as well. So the Dow Jones last week was down 0.86%. You can look at that drop between, the Monday, obviously the stocks weren't open on the Monday, but when they opened on the Tuesday there was a big massive drop. That was due to the North Korea, and then the markets didn't really recover because of a lot of the hurricanes that was going on. So the Dow Jones down 0.86%. The tech stocks, bigger hit, down 1.17%, still up 18% today. You could kind of see that they were trying to pull back a bit, but there was still a dip on Friday of 59%. So not a great week for the tech stocks. And then the S&P was down 0.61%. Really last week the only day that it went up was a Wednesday, and it didn't go up a huge amount. Same again the Tuesday when the stocks opened because of the North Korea. Put the stocks on a downtrend, which wasn't great. And overall, how did your stocks do last week? To be honest with you, last week for me was probably the worst week I've had since June, off the top of my head. Like, there's been a few times where the market dips, like in August. I think it was like the 16th of August, the market dipped quite a bit there. But this week was awful for me. I mean, the markets did go down, but a lot of my stocks went down huge. The biggest one I had was on Friday. Ferrari went down, Thursday. Ferrari went down 6%. That was due to getting a downgrade because it was overweight, which is kind of annoying because if you look at Ferrari's figures and the brands, it is a really good company. I think it was a bit of a bad move. Hopefully I'm going to see this Ferrari pullback. It was up on Friday, up 3.5%. in the pre-markets, and then it actually came up to opening and it only went up like 0.8%. But hopefully we're going to see the pullback from it. If we don't see a pullback, then maybe the downgrade could have a bit more of an effect on it, but it's definitely one I'm just going to keep an eye on. And overall the European stocks haven't been doing that great. I actually sold my shares in the Free Eye group. I told you in the last video of free stocks I'm buying, I took the Free Eye group out saying there's potential that I could sell that stock at some point, and it did happen this week. I sold my shares in it. I'm still going to keep an eye on it though. I'll see what happens. I do like it. I do like that company, but at the moment it just wasn't working for me. So I decided to sell my shares in that. We'll see what happens with that one. So that means that depending on what Apple do, which is they've got an announcement this week, they were in my free stocks to watch. So we'll see what happens towards the end of the month about free stocks that I'm going to be looking at and if I'm going to change them. Coming up to the 14th of September, which is later on this week, I'll have to do my portfolio review that I do every month, and I see how much the stocks have changed, the stocks that I'm all invested in. You guys get to see them all, so we'll see what happens there. So going on to next week, you know what's going to happen, to be honest with you. It could go up, it could go down. I told you on the weekend that the stocks will go down this week, and I'm telling you now that potentially the stocks could go anywhere. They have the potential to go up, they have the potential to go down. A big thing is North Korea. If we see North Korea again doing something, then I do suspect the stocks are going to be going down this week. If North Korea don't pipe up, then I think the stocks could potentially go up. So just keep an eye on it this week. If North Korea do something, I can expect gold to be going up once again. whenever North Korea does get involved, a good little one to go into safe haven. So going through this week, yeah, because of the hurricane, we've got a lot of storage companies to just keep an eye on. We could see potential gains from a lot of them. Disney did have a massive actual, Disney actually had a massive hit the last few days. Potential another bad hit this week. And I think that one of the biggest stories that I'm going to be looking out for, and because I'm invested in them, and plus I actually really want the new iPhone. I normally wait until my contract is out, which is in December. But if this iPhone 8 really impresses me, I actually might go out and get it within the first couple of weeks of it coming out. So Apple are expected to launch their new iPhone 8. So we'll see what happens with that. Overall, guys, that's pretty much all of the news gone through. So, like I said, just keep an eye on Apple, keep an eye on North Korea, and keep an eye on what goes on with the remains of the hurricane going past. We'll see what happens. So, guys, give the video a like, give it a subscribe, and at some point I'm going to be doing my review of my portfolio, and I'll also try to get another stock week ahead video done next weekend. So see you later, guys.